My belief that when it comes to leadership, when it comes to culture, it's better served through experience than through explanation. To stand up here and speak and explain for 3 hours, I believe you all as the experts in your position would be a waste of your time and it would be a disservice. Many times we're consumed with putting out fires, as leaders call it, and fixing problems and emails and the tasks and the pressures. But ultimately, many of the ways you lead came from before you had the position or the title. The person arrived before the position did, and that's you. Today we're going to do something called project-based learning. So we are going to have 6 stations, give you all the worksheets, and you're going to study the competency, and then we are going to have you all present it. Each station, you will present it. You'll explain what does it look like, what does it sound like, and then we will do a visual. So your presentation will have a poster. Whatever you want to put on your poster, you can have 2 if you want. We brought paper and markers, and the part 2 of it is you play out a scene. You play it out in a scene. You act out the competency so that we can all see, laugh at you a little bit, and have a good time. Quick check-in, give me the positive negatives of how you're feeling right now. Quick check-in, anybody at this table? Positive? Competitive? Anybody overwhelmed? Anybody anxious? Anybody stressed? A tad bit? It's triggering some of the negative. So just real quick, the reason we did a quick pause is just so you know when there is pressure, when there is a directive, what it triggers, and then what your response is, and then kind of what you start putting out. This is done as a simulation of how you experience stress versus talking about stress. It's a different experience, okay? So keep going, you've got time. At your table, what strategies were effective and what was ineffective?
It did not go well with working in this environment. It was too loud. We couldn't even hear each other. We couldn't concentrate. So we took it to the hallway.
They decided to change the environment. It just comes to the question, is the environment that you're operating in flexible, or is it equitable in a sense to the people you're looking to lead? And yes, of course, we cannot move the walls, and we can't, these ceilings are not the highest, right? But we can't chase. So can we move? Can we shift? Is there any flexibility in your leading approach? They figured out that there was the noise levels, the energy levels in here they weren't going to get it done. They needed some room, and they made a decision on that. So thank you all for sharing.
Okay, so our topic is results driven, and we're going to do a little demonstration that shows these 4 key points of results driven. From like executive leadership all the way down to taking ownership at a lower manager 1-ish level.
For 90 days, we have to make sure that we have 86% of our staffing 90 days to meet this goal.
Yes, and I will let my office managers know right away. Ring, ring, ring.
Southside, this is JR speaking.
Hi, JR.
Hello.
So we need to make sure that we're at 89% of our window utilization. So what I need you to do is I need you to look at your reports. You can grab the data from your reports so that we know how many windows you have open, look at your transaction time, check your customer workflow.
No problem.
And then based off the data, I want you to make some changes in your office so that we can meet the goal of 89% of our window utilization.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Do we have a deadline?
We have 90 days to make this up.
90 days. Okay. Gather the team. We have been giving a task and we have 90 days to meet it. So I need everybody to get together so we can go ahead and figure out how we're going to meet 89% of window utilization in our office.
You believe this guy? He doesn't time. All he wants is, I want this now.
Jose!
Yes, sir. We'll go ahead and come up with a plan. I will work on the weekends. They tried to get it done.
Jose.
Yes.
You haven't even heard me out yet.
You told me already. And this really happens to you.
Okay, so I know I told you I wanted 89%, but please explain to me what are we currently doing right now and how can we improve? Because we're not meeting the target and we have 90 days to get to this target. So I need to know what are you using, how are we using it, and then I need you to get everyone's buying it. So what I'm trying to do is to make sure that we're covering dotting all of our I's, crossing all of our T's, and we're using our KPIs. COVID is over. All of the shenanigans are over. We're back to the basics. So now we need to go back to 2017, 2018, and we need to meet 89% winning utilization.
I just don't understand. I will go ahead and work on that, sir. I will come out with a plan. All right? I will make adjustments to the schedule, make sure that everybody's cross-trained, and I will even work on the weekends. Just to get everything.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Right, because they were
Let me just share, I always have to do it. I always have to acknowledge not just the energy in the room, but the amount of laughter that was heard in this room from real people who wake up every day, have real things going on, have real issues, have real challenges, have experienced life. The amount of laughter that was in here, the amount of energy. So just acknowledge those moments and remember, you know, you're around your colleagues, and this is a beautiful, beautiful, just a glimpse. So thank you all for allowing me to witness that. That does conclude my time. I've got to share with you that I truly, truly appreciate the invite back, and I look forward to serving in any way possible, being part of the team and sharing what I can. Every workshop looks different because there's always got to be a piece of presence in there. I don't like to do the scripted version because you don't deserve that. And I want to continue to serve in any way possible. So give yourselves a round of applause, por favor. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Coming all the way up here to Chico to visit with us. So I think we took some valuable information away, some more resources for our toolbox. So thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.